Hello and welcome to Inside Nigeria, happening live from Leadership Podcast Studio. My name is Tion Joseph, and this morning I'll be starting the show with Nigeria's most influential newspaper, the Leadership newspaper. Before we head to the major headline, I'd like to remind you that Le Vogue, our fashion and lifestyle magazine, will be out this Sunday, so do well to grab a copy for yourself. It's colorful. Now, moving to the major story for today on leadership. The story says Kaduna train attack after 6 months in captivity. Remaining 23 victims regain freedom. You can see details of the story on page 4. Moving down there to the bullets, the first one says FG says it was a covert operation. No ransom was paid. PMB hails military. We are yet to see our loved ones, families. And the last bullet says Abuja Kaduna train service to resume soon. NRC. Please do well to hop on our website www.leadership.ng to find the stories and even much more. Moving briskly on to the next Nigerian daily, we'll be looking at this day. And on this day, the major story says Buhari, Nigerians owe our military debt of gratitude as remaining 23 train victims are freed. Moving down there, the first bullet says urges security agencies to sustain momentum. Next one says DHQ gives details of victims rescue. Last bullet says how Mahmoud's arrest may have aided self-operation. That is all be taken on this day. Moving on to the next Nigerian daily. On my list, I have The Guardian. And the major story on The Guardian says regulation policy frustrate 14,120 megawatts hydropower. Moving down to the first bullet says $7.1 billion hydropower, a mirage, as stakeholders kick against borrowing. Next bullet says nation's electricity emission worries experts amid energy transition. The next is Buhari's electricity infrastructure expansion to serve Abuja for 50 years, says FG. And the very last bullet on The Guardian this morning says 1,465 megawatt transmission line, 870 megawatt transformers to be commissioned in December, says TCN Bus. That is all we'll be taking on The Guardian. Let's move briskly onto the Vanguard. Major story says Okowa or Shomole clash over poor violence allegation. Moving down there, the first bullet says governors contribute to election violence. AK-47, not cheap, like beans cake. This is coming from Oshomole. I don't know what Oshomole is talking about. Okowa says we don't perpetrate violence. We don't discuss politics, NGF. FG slow in curtailing terrorism, SCF. And the very last bullet on Vanguard this morning says once politicians against rigging, thuggery. That is all we have on the Vanguard this morning. Let's head briskly on to the very last daily we'll be sharing this morning, and that is the Daily Sun. 2023, INEC to deploy undercover security agents at polling units. The very last bullet on the Sun says restates ban on the use of mobile phones during voting. Thank you for joining us today. Please do join us again tomorrow by 10 a.m. for more stories. My name is Tion Joseph. Do have a great day.
Thank you for watching. For sponsorship and advert placements, please contact 080-3688-6158. Last Word Leadership Podcast Studio. You have the last word.